the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a win against the Lakers.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Jimmer Fredette. And it's Millsap in at the shooting guard position. And stolen by Harris. Here's Fournier. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career-high 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from three the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Heat.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not.
Well, it was self-inflicted, plain and simple. I mean, they just didn't play up to their ability, and it's cost them.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Payton. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Payton. It's 2-on-1. And here we go. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
Tries from 10, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Orlando, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Elfrid Payton.
No good on the second free throw. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
To the paint, Harris misses.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agency.
And they're on the break. Here's Payton. The shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable. Game for either one of them. They often don't get a chance to feel that way.
Now here's Payton. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Misses in close.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Fournier. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Back to Harris. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here is Fredette. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Millsap with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Utah with the ball, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 12th in steals, 12th in points off turnovers. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal percentage as a team, and part of that was due to the fact that they were a little inconsistent offensively.
Now here is Harris after Gordon Hayward's miss. Here's Fournier. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Millsap kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors. Again, Favors missing. Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Fournier. Millsap covering. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Dishes it to Favors. Hayward passes to Fredette. Kicks to Favors. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending goal. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Favors. Burks comes in for Elijah Millsap. And Trey Burks subbed in for Jimmer Fredette.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Fournier. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. For 3. That's good. Fournier's got 7 points in the game.
Fournier.
Jazz trail by 5. And here is Burke. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Heat, that's for sure. Hayward kicks to Burks. 11 feet away. Here's Gobert, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Harris. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Fry comes in for Aaron Gordon. Azania, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Oladipo in for Evan Fournier. Oladipo misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Burke. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Back to Hayward. The 3. Here's Booker. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Burke after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Good! Booker's got his second basket. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Screen by Smith. Watson kicks to Oladipo. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Now here's Burke. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Watson, the pass to Hazanya. Makes it off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film study, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. There's the pick. Watson, the pass to Hazanya. To the middle, and stolen by Burke. Knocks it loose. Now Watson. The feed now to Fry. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
So here's Burks. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Oladipo. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by Smith. Takes the 3. Hazanya's shot is off. Utah trailing here. Burke with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Gobert. Down low. Out to Hayward. From deep. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backboard.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Well, the Jazz look like the team we're used to seeing for so long last year. A big part of that was how they dictated the pace, Greg, of the game.
Very good point. I mean, the Jazz did a great job of slowing things down and avoiding turning things into a track meet, just focusing on playing to their strengths.
Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Napier is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Whoa! Goodness. Woo. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Oladipo outside, down low. Fry dishes to Gordon. And it's Harris off the drive. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just one on the basket from Channing Frye.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Burke kicks to Booker. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got the lead up to 3 now for Utah. And for the Magic, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Napier. Off target from three-point range. The Jazz on offense. Burks the pass to Hood. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Oladipo, here we go. Booker pulls it in.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Pass to Lyles. Hood dishes to Booker. Here's Hood, guarded by Oladipo. Hood kicks to Burke. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yes,
and it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
The Jazz with the time.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Frye. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Here's Napier. They set the pick. He kicks it to Fournier. This one for 3. The shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark is getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win. The consummate pro and team player.
Fournier passes to Harris. Inside, and it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. And the Magic making a change here. Payton's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Fredette dishes to Favors. Lyles passes to Favors. The shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Passes it to Burks. Favors against Gordon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time, could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Fournier in the corner and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
A moment here to see some numbers for Payton. How he did last season. 13th in steals and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And as we saw last year, I mean, a difficult guy to run the offense against, constantly jumping the passing lanes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Lyles. Hayward comes in for Hood, and Elijah Millsap subbed in for Burks.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Millsap kicks to Fredette. Back to Millsap. Bangs home the trifecta. Millsap's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Here's Fournier. He has 7. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gordon. The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
Peyton drives in.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Peyton. He's tightly guarded and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Jazz have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Now, here is Fredette. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
Hayward on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
Peyton outside. Here's Fournier. Millsap covering. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 9 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Hayward outside. He feeds it to Millsap. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Millsap's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Peyton with the ball. Fredette picks him up. Here's Hezonja. That's good on the jump shot. And here's Fredette. Swiped it away. Here's Fournier, fended by Hayward, and the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. For the Magic, try comes in for Dwayne Dedman, and it's Watson in for Peyton.
C.J. Watson.
The Magic trail by 5. Now Watson, shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Fournier. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fournier's got 12 in the game.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Fredette with it. The dish to Favors. Here's Fredette. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Jazz have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Outside Millsap. Here's Favors. Tries again. Fournier pulls it down.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Azania. Smith right side. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And Orlando making a change here. Oladipo's checked in.
Victor Oladipo.
Here's Smith. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Azania. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Azania's got 4 points this quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Oladipo misses.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Hayward, left side. Shot to stop the run. Off the left rim and out. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. The 3 E's, Shaq. That's all I got to say. They've avoided turning the basketball over, and that's a recipe for success. Now here's how they do it. By sacrificing the highlight reel plays, you get good looks, and those home run plays will still come.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Orlando leading. They set the screen. Payton dishes to Gordon. Harris outside. Here's Dedmon. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Gobert, the screen. Outside Favors. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Jazz passing it around. Burks can't get it to go.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his 3rd season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Here's Fournier. Burks covering. Up again. Rebound, Utah. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Elijah Millsap's checked in for Burks, and it's Fredette in for Burke.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Favors passes to Fredette. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Harris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Favors with the screen. They set the pick. Hayward goes in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting a trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He told Harris that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. Were way, way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
And it's Harris off the drive. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA World Tournament.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
And they take the lead. Hayward's got 6 in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Left side, Harris. Here's Fournier. Millsap covering. The shot's good from Fournier.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Favors with the screen. Harris against Hayward. The 3 from Fredette. They get it again. Outside for Millsap. Connects from three-point range. Millsap's got 8 points.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Payton outside. Feeds it to Fournier. There's the pass to Gordon. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Channing Fries checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Oladipo comes in for Evan Fournier. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know, Utah might not have finished 500 on the season, but they did finish 500 against the Eastern Conference. Went 15-15 last season.
And for the Jazz, getting those wins, Greg, out of conference, you were just talking about that, was a big key for them. Helps them keep pace, Clark, in this rugged Western Conference.
And I thought the Jazz got better and better as the season wore on. They started slowly against the East last year, but won 5 of their last 6 out of conference.
And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 14. But this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Favors against Gordon. Favors dishes to Millsap. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. Good season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiencies from 3 last year. I mean, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
And the Magic making a change here. Smith has checked in. And Hayward with the stuff.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 2-second goal.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
So for the Magic, Hezonja, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Watson in for Napier. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Watson. Hooker the pass to Burke. Can't get it to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. Now here's Watson. Screen by Smith. Watson kicks to Oladipo. Shoots the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dishes it to Burke. Another miss by Utah.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. Ball's knocked loose. Burke dishes to Hayward. And slam dunk by Burke.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, Moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Utah calls timeout.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Lyles checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Gordon Hayward. And that one misses.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
Out to the right wing. Burks, the pass to Hood. It's hauled in by Fry. The Magic trail by 3. At the end of the year, the Magic saw leaps from Oladipo and from Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I like those two young guys, Kevin, but it's hard to compete in the NBA without a top 20 scorer.
Good. Watson's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Burke kicks to Burks. Pass to Lyles. To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Here's Hood. Wow, way off on that one.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Now, here's Watson. D right on him. Oladipo for 3. Burks pulls it in.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Booker. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And Oladipo has it in the corner. For the lead, it's Oladipo on the wing. Smith dishes to Oladipo. Screen by Smith. And Oladipo, here we go. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Utah out in front, leading by just 1. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Utah leading. At the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. Aaron Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Payton in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Hood, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Just 2 to shoot. Burks trains the three-pointer. Burks has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Utah. And here is Payton. There's a good screen. Fournier in the corner. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Here's Burke. One minute now into this fourth quarter. And it's blocked by Gordon. Payton passes to Fournier. Payton kicks to Fournier. Hits the three-point bomb. Fournier's got 19 points. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Thanks, Doris. Burke dishes to Hood. Another miss by Utah.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And Fournier kicks to Payton. There's a good screen. And there's the feed to Dedmon. Here's Fournier. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Jazz trail by 3. Burke kicks to Millsap. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And 11 points for Millsap.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Magic timeout call.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Booker. Hayward comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Fredette in for Burke. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dedmon's shot is off. Getting back to the Burke-Exum rivalry last year, both young men showed some tremendous promise, yet both shot under 37% from the field. Greg, that's got to improve.
And it will. I mean, last season was tough for both guys in terms of getting used to a certain role. But remember also, when you come into this league, a league of men, and you're that young and you haven't matured, it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 years before you can find that consistency. And then also factor in both were getting yanked in and out of the lineup. Tough challenge for those young players as they dealt with the ebbs and flow of their confidence.
Jazz passing it around. Millsap passes to Hayward. In the corner, it's Fredette. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Rejected by Harris. Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Kicks it to Harris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists now in the game. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fredette dishes to Favors. They set the pick. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Here's Fournier. Millsap covering. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Fournier's got it all tied up now for the Magic. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
There's the screen. Harris outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Just a fantastic game for Harris. 16 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Fredette kicks to Favors. Fredette, the pass to Favors. And stolen by Gordon. Now Payton. To the wing on the left. Fournier for 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Shot off the pick. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert. Harris a screen on Millsap. And Fournier kicks to Harris. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the back call.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
The Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Hayward. Outside Favors. 5 on the clock. Releases. Millsap misses.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Dedmon dishes to Payton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Magic lead by 1.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen for Favors. They set the pick. He kicks it to Hayward. It's stolen by Harris. Payton with the ball. Gordon kicks to Dedmon. Pass to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Fredette from beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
To the inside, over to the wing. Here's Fournier, Dedmon, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
On its way from Hayward for 2. The Jazz again can't hit it. Orlando leading by 3. Payton outside.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Inside, Dedmon kicks to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
At the line, shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And he gets it to go.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're ahead by 3. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Burks, he's checked in for Elijah Millsap. And stolen by Hayward. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. Burks covering, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
1:32 left in the game. It's stolen by Fredette. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
And Oladipo, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
At the line, shooting 2. Victor Oladipo.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Fredette kicks to Hayward. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Now, here's Burks. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's Hayward. Stolen. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And it's Oladipo again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Buries it.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
There's a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Payton. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
They actually could shoot a 3 here and go for the win, but I'd expect them to try to send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a shot off inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic Dancers.
Here's Burks. No good. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. No luck that time either. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.